Hey Moo Crew! In many of our previous Moo Math videos, we have seen people eat McDonald's for breakfast and dinner, but I don't think we have ever had a full day of exclusively eating at one restaurant. Well, I've got 7 people doing just that for today's video, starting with Wingstop.
Only eating at Wingstop for a full day? Wingstop will knock it off my For You page, so I ordered a bunch of stuff. I got the boneless with mango habanero, and I tried it with the blue cheese, which isn't too strong at all. It's like super creamy. And the sticky sweet sauce with the crunchy spicy wings, it's honestly heavenly. And for the bone-in, I got lemon pepper sauce, which is super bright and tangy, and they just slide right off the bone, and the skin is all crispy. And I've never tried their famous chicken sandwich, so I got it with honey rub. Oh my gosh, this might have been the best fast food fried chicken sandwich I've ever had. Like the perfect balance of sweet and spicy, and the chicken was so tender and juicy with a great crunch, and the bun was buttery. It also had a bunch of pickles too, and I also got the fries well done with extra Cajun seasoning, and they had a lot of flavor, like peppery and salty. They could have been a little crispier. I think the fry oil needed changing, but not bad.
So for her first meal, she got 10 pieces of chicken. The boneless mango habanero wings are 90 calories each, and the lemon bone-in wings are 120 calories each. She's only got one dip, and that is 330 calories. The dips are honestly still the thing that surprises me most at Wingstop every single time. Then the hot honey chicken sandwich is 930 calories, plus 500 for the fries, brings this meal to 2,750 calories.
And later I went back to try the tenders. I tried them right in the Wingstop to give them the best chance, and I do love the original hot sauce. Honestly, all the sauces smack, but they were already not super crispy. Like, I don't know how they didn't survive the 2-minute trip to my table. But the chicken was super moist and really tender, and I also got the corn with lemon pepper seasoning, which again is so good. Like, so tangy and acidic and peppery, and the corn is buttery. And finally, I brought the brownie home to warm it up, and it was actually incredible. Like, melts in your mouth, gooey and decadent, super rich and chocolatey. I'd come back just for the brownie. And that's all for today.
Then she goes back for dinner. She has 3 original tenders for 140 calories each, a side of corn for 200 calories, and a brownie for 430. Oh, she did also have another dip. She didn't actually say what it was, so I've assumed blue cheese again for another 330. So this meal is 1,380 calories, which means a full day of Wingstop is 4,110 calories. I have to say, I really do love Wingstop. I have never had boneless chicken that beats theirs. So if you're going for quality over quantity, it's probably a great place for a meal. But if your aim is to maximize your calories, this is definitely not the place for you.
Only eating Burger King for an entire day. Starting off for breakfast, I got this platter, which is so much food for $5. The pancakes are literally incredible. I'm a breakfast lover through and through. Pancake girl through and through. These pancakes are a little bit like sweet, like super sweet buttermilk pancakes. They're incredible. Also comes with sausage, eggs, and hash browns. Slay. And if you've never tried Burger King's iced coffee, you're sleeping on it because it is so good, especially if you really like light and sweet coffees. It's phenomenal.
To start a full day of Burger King, she has an ultimate breakfast platter that includes scrambled eggs, hash browns, sausage, a baked biscuit, 3 pancakes, and syrup for 930 calories. Burger King only has 2 latte flavours, so this one has got to be vanilla, and that is 200 calories. So the first meal is 1,130 calories.
Back with lunch, I got a 2 for $6, a Diet Coke, and then a chicken sandwich. Another great deal. Ooh, this is like a sandwich. That hits. Ain't nothing like a good old chicken sandwich. I got some onion rings for my mom, but they're so good. I will stand by the fact that Burger King has the best onion rings. They have that onion flavor, but without that like nasty, slimy onion on the inside. Oh, they're so good. Then, of course, I had to get dessert. Lastly, for dessert, no! I got churros, but they gave me chicken fries. Just a sign that I have to go back later and get that for dessert.
For lunch, her crispy chicken sandwich is 670 calories. Obviously, I am not counting 1.5 onion rings, but I do think if she had room for churros, she probably ate the chicken fries for 280 calories. Lunch is a little less than breakfast at 950 calories.
Back with dinner and new nails. They're so stinking cute. This time I did get churro fries, okay? And then I got a cheeseburger for dinner. So good. Every single time I eat this, I feel like I'm in Disney World. I don't know how to explain it. It just reminds me of like a quick service meal at Disney. And then these churro fries are stinking ridiculous. I literally smelt them as soon as she gave me the bag. Delicious.
I can only see one patty, so I think this is a bacon cheeseburger for 320 calories, plus 190 for the 4 churros. Obviously the chicken sandwich is bigger, but I am still surprised that a beef burger with bacon and cheese is less than half its calories. The total for 3 full meals plus desserts is 2,590 calories.
Only eating at Nandos for a full day in Australia. I had to get a few things for lunch. I got these grilled halloumi sticks that came with smoky capsicum relish, and I just learned that that means red pepper. Anyway, the cheese was like squeaky and rich, and the dip was a little spicy and a little sweet. And I also got the peri peri chips that were covered in savory, salty seasoning, and they had a really nice crunch too. And I'm not sure exactly what the Peronaise sauce was, but it was really creamy. And I got the fourth of a chicken with hot sauce, and wow, it was seriously so juicy and tender, and the sauce like wasn't too spicy, but it did have a lot of flavor. It was really buttery. And
so Nando's has been in the UK since the early 90s, and it's a Portuguese cuisine that is firmly ingrained in British culture. The Australian menu looks almost exactly the same, but with a few local ingredient twists. The halloumi sticks with sauce are 360 calories, and the quarter chicken with chips is 710. Peronaise is literally just mayonnaise with the Nando's peri peri salt in it. They brought it into supermarkets about 5 years ago, and now they've got garlic versions, lemon and herb, and even a vegan one, I think. Honestly, if you ever visit the UK and need some food hall recommendations, this is top of the list. For a restaurant portion, it is 159 calories, so lunch comes to 1,229.
Came back later for dinner, and the lady said to get this pita that had chicken, bacon, avocado, tomato, and this creamy aioli. The bacon was thick, and I got the chicken with lemon herb sauce that was really tangy and bright, and I also tried the garlic bread, which was so crispy and warm, and it did have a really great garlic flavor. And then the only dessert was a chocolate mousse, but it was Belgian dark chocolate, and it was actually so rich and really smooth, and it just like melted in my mouth. And I wanted to see if the spicy rice was actually spicy, and it was like definitely spicier than the hot chicken. So I put it in the wrap, and that was a game changer. It added so much heat and flavor, and I also wanted to try the extra hot sauce, but it was definitely not for me, just too sour. And anyway, that's all for today.
The wrap she has is called the Avo Goodness Wrap, and it's 568 calories. The garlic bread is 365, and the spicy rice is 346. FYI, the lemon and herb flavour is supposed to be a non-spicy option, like literally one above plain on their chili scale. She also has a chocolate mousse, which we don't have here in the UK. For us, Nando's was a pioneer in bottomless drinks and bottomless frozen yogurt. So that is the staple every time you eat there. With that added on, the total for this meal is 1,661, and for the whole day is 2,890 calories. If I had to copy a day so far, it would definitely be this one.
Only eating at KFC for a full day in New Zealand. I had no idea how popular KFC was here, and they have so many cool items. Last time everyone told me to try the pepper mayo slider, and the sauce is so tangy. Also, the flatbread is thick and soft, and the chicken is like perfectly crispy. And this is called the Tower Burger. It had a hash brown and cheese, this tangy tomato sauce, and that thick, juicy secret recipe chicken. Oh my gosh, it's so filling. And apparently these Wicked wings are like one of the most popular things here. They're extra crunchy and actually really spicy, like so much flavor. They were super moist too. And I was really curious about this strawberry cheesecake. So it had this like crumbly base layer and then this sweet strawberry sauce, and it was really soft, kind of like a yogurt texture.
Okay, I'm gonna call this brunch because I think we know at this point she only eats 2 meals a day. So for breakfast and lunch together, she has a pepper mayo flatbread for 272 calories. I thought this seemed really low, but seeing her holding it, it is actually pretty small. The Zinger Tower Burger is, in my opinion, the best burger at KFC. If you dip it in gravy, it really is unbeatable, even for 596 calories. The Wicked wings are 170 calories each, plus 332 for the cheesecake, brings lunch to 1,710 calories.
And of course, I had to come back later to try some more new stuff, and I don't know if the fries are different here, but they are delicious, like coated in that savory, salty seasoning. So much flavor. I also tried them with the supercharger sauce that's spicy and a little sweet. I couldn't stop eating them. And this is what I was waiting for, the cookies and cream mousse. Oh my gosh, it was so thick and rich and creamy, like super soft too. I could have eaten 3. Someone also commented that the popcorn chicken was really good, and it wasn't bad, but they're just like so small and not quite as flavorful as the other chicken. And finally, I tried Lift soda for the first time, which kind of is like a more lemony, more flavorful Sprite and really fizzy. And that's all for today.
For dinner, she has chips with supercharged dip for 418 calories, plus a regular popcorn chicken for 385. The cookies and cream mousse, which looks amazing, is 372 calories, and then a medium Lift drink would be 270. I thought that seemed a lot, but I think it's because we're used to seeing everyone drinking diet drinks, and it's actually just a little more than what a full-fat Coke would be. And it is actually made by Coca-Cola too. This meal is 1,445 calories, so the total for the day is 3,155. Getting right into it, with a double portion breakfast, the chicken McGriddles are 380 calories each and the hash browns are 140 calories each. Oh, well, I jumped the gun thinking we were in the US, but we have got ourselves a junior chicken, which means we are in Canada. Not that it makes much difference to the calories. The juniors are 380 each, the cheeseburgers is 290, and fries are 350. Well, you know I am never one to judge food preferences unless it is a dry-ass burger, but 1,500 calories for 4 junior chickens is crazy. She also has medium fries for 350, a Big Mac for 570, and 10 chicken nuggets for 410 calories. That makes a full day eating a McDonald's 4,496 calories.
Only eating at Sonic for a full day? You guys, I've literally never been to Sonic before, but I heard they have great mozzarella sticks, and just look at that cheese pull. They come with this marinara sauce that was honestly pretty tangy. They're definitely crunchy and like buttery. I also tried them with the honey mustard, but I think it was just too sweet. Okay, and then I saw that they have a foot-long chili dog, so obviously I had to try it. It was kind of intense. I added some jalapenos for a little heat, and it was super cheesy and meaty. Honestly, not bad. I also heard you can add any toppings you want to a blast, so I went a little crazy and added like everything, like Oreos, cookie dough, Reese's, M&M's, Snickers, and hot fudge. Oh my gosh, it was so crunchy and chocolatey, like super peanut buttery and thick.
So she's got 6 mozzarella sticks. I saw a tweet earlier saying that no one would eat 6 cheese strings, so why do we do it when they're hot and breaded? And I would like it to be known that when I was a teenager and very much not of a sober mind, I was dared to eat 18 cheese strings, and you can bet that I did it, and yes, I did throw up. So these are 560 calories with the sauce, plus 460 calories for the chili cheese coney. She's added a bunch of toppings to her Sonic Blast, but obviously I have got no way of knowing quantities, so I've gone for the base shake with the highest calories, which is the M&M's for 960. So this meal is 1,980 calories.
Then I ordered some takeout because I had to try the burger, and it was nice. It was like pretty juicy, the bun was nice and soft, and the pickles even had like a little crunch. And I was actually really excited to try these cheddar peppers, which are basically just jalapeno poppers, but the cheddar cheese was like nice and melty. They had a great crunch. I do wish that they were a little spicier though. I also got some onion rings, and I didn't know they put 2 slices of onion in each ring, so they've got like so much flavor and they're kind of like sweet. And finally I had to try their iconic cherry limeade, which apparently is fresh squeezed. I don't know, but it was definitely sour and sweet and fruity. Yum! And that's all for today.
She never says exactly what burger she's having, but I think with no bacon and only 1 patty, this is the Sonic cheeseburger for 720 calories. For the 8 of the cheddar peppers, which I think is a very funny name by the way, it is 660 calories plus 650 for the onion rings. Sonic don't list their ranch specifically, but those really small pots are usually around 120 calories. Then lastly, a medium cherry limeade is 250. I didn't get a chance to try it as a drink, but I did bring home some cherry limeade jello, and it was so full of dye, it literally stained everything it touched, but it did taste really good. The grand total for Sonic is 4,380 calories.
Only eating at Taco Bell for a full day. So I've never tried Taco Bell breakfast before, and look at how cute this crunch wrap is. It's got this thick, crispy hash brown inside and bacon. It's super cheesy and crunchy, but the breakfast salsa was just okay. I think it definitely could have been spicier. And the breakfast quesadilla also had that nice grilled flavor. I got the bacon one because I guess they're out of the sausage like nationwide.
This is the first time we have actual items from the breakfast menu for this creator. She's got a breakfast crunch wrap for 670 calories and a bacon quesadilla for 510, plus 5 for some salsa, so breakfast is 1,185 calories.
They're also out of the Mexican pizza, so for lunch I got this cheesy gordita crunch, and you gotta get the Doritos version. It's super crispy and cheesy. This is definitely one of my favorite items at Taco Bell. Of course, I also had to try a Crunch Wrap Supreme, which is like twice the size of the breakfast one, but it had a lot of meat in it. I also tried it with the spicy ranch, which again, I feel like could have been hotter, but it was nice and tangy and kind of sweet. And this was called the Mango Whip Freeze. It tasted exactly like mango ice cream, and it was really, really sweet, but I think it went super well with that like salty, beefy Taco Bell. And I'm obsessed with the cinnamon twists. They are so light and crunchy and cinnamony and not too sugary. And finally for dinner,
so she's gone a bit bigger for lunch with the Crunch Wrap Supreme for 540 calories and the Dorito Cheesy Gordita for 500. She also has a few extras, so the Spicy Ranch for 70 calories, the Cinnamon Twist for 170, and the Mango Freeze for 220, which makes this meal exactly 1,500 calories.
I had the beefy 5-layer burrito, which was really soft and the cheese was nice and melty, but honestly, it was just kind of boring. I think it definitely needed the creamy jalapeno sauce to like spice it up a little bit. And the chalupa was my go-to midnight snack in college, so it has a special place in my heart. The shell is just so thick and chewy, and it has that yummy fried flavor. And these Cinnabon Delights were my favorite thing all day. They were so soft and warm and sweet, and that sugary Cinnabon frosting is heavenly. And anyway, that is all for today. Thanks for watching.
In the final meal, she has a 5-layer burrito for 490 calories with an extra 80 for some jalapeno sauce. The beef chalupa supreme is 350 calories, and then a final add-on of 2 Cinnabon Delights for 170. The total for a full day at Taco Bell is 3,775 calories. And there it is, a full day of eating from different restaurants. I don't know why, but the one I was most surprised about was Wingstop. I think it's because it's ingrained in us to think of chicken as the lower calorie option, and then especially when you compare how much you could eat for the same number of calories from a different restaurant, it seems insanely high. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please do comment and subscribe to catch the next one.